All right, y'all, welcome back to another Christmas light video. So if you've been following along, I'm doing these empty socket light line professional Christmas lights here where I can custom cut everything. We've already covered now how to do your gutters and then how to do the ridges. We've talked about the different clips and stuff that come with this. And again, this is what professionals use if they're gonna come to your house and do Christmas lights for you, very custom. But really, to me, the most flexible part of this is being able to make your own extension cords and jump cords. And so I'm gonna show you how to do that today, because if you've done, Home Depot store-bought lights like I have in the past, you probably have a whole bunch of these that you use because you can just get these to one spot, then you can kind of try to plug things in. Or maybe you have various extension cords. Obviously I have all mine in green, but these various extension cords that have 3 plugs on the end. I've got these in 6 foot, I got some 12s, some 24s, all different ones. But this is bulky. This is really bulky. And actually it doesn't really look custom. It doesn't look clean. You can even see I've got an extension cord back there. Now that's just temporarily here, but that goes from my power source and up to my first set of lights. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna show you simply how to replace that thick extension cord and show you how much easier things get hidden, because we're gonna use this lamp wire. And this is so much smaller and more flexible and much easier to hide and keep out of the way. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create just an extension cord that goes from our power source up to our first set of lights. And then I'm gonna show you how you can plug all the rest of your light strings in to that one anywhere along the line that you want using what are called vampire plugs. So let's get up on the roof and let's get started. All right, so this is my power source right here. And actually I'll be able to power the entire roof from just one of these plugs. And so I have this extension cord. Again, I don't use this one in the display and never have. It's just for now for testing. But I'm just gonna show you what I gotta do is I gotta figure out how to cut my own, or how long of a length I need to go from that corner up there all the way down and then to plug in right here, nice and clean. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do is measure that out. All right, so just so happens I need a 25-foot extension cord, and this tape is 25 feet, so we'll just roll it out. Get us 25 feet of the lamp wire. All right, now it's as simple as putting on our male and female plugs. I showed you how to do this in another video. So super simple here. Got the male right there. Again, these are called slide plugs. There we go, get the male end on. Get our other end here, give it a fresh trim just to make sure. Female plug here. Keep in mind, this will be important when we get up on the roof and we do the vampire plugs in a minute. Female always has the power. It's that way in electrical work with Christmas lights, and it's also that way in your own household, as I'm sure you know, young men. So there we go. All right, there we go. Now we have a custom extension cord, and we're gonna go ahead and hook it up. Now you can see that's a lot easier to hide, right, than this. Like, this is big and bulky, and it's not custom cut and harder to hide, I'll show you. And this is really flexible and easy to push behind things, under rocks, whatever you need to do to keep it hidden. Plus it's nice and dark green. All right, now this, I got water in these gutters. I definitely need to drain that. So that's another thing while you're up here, clean your gutters. But anyway, you can see I got this here. And again, I would never use this bright orange plug, but I definitely have always used a plug, and we'll talk about where that's going in a minute. But I've definitely always used a plug that has multiples, because I would have to bring a few in here, and sometimes I'd even have to put more jumpers on there, whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one out right now, and we're gonna install our custom. So you can already see much less bulk. Now I always wrap it around one of these braces here, just in case the wind comes or whatever, it's not gonna take it down. But this will go right in here, and now we're good to go there. And you can see this lamp wire is really skinny, so I can kind of run it around the edges, and I'll show you when we get down underneath. But there you go. If you want to use a zip tie in there or something, that's probably a good idea, but there we go. This is gonna power now. This roof here, it's gonna power everything else. And we'll show you that in a second. I keep talking about the vampire plugs, or inline females. But for now, let's go ahead and plug this up on the other end, and you'll see what happens. Boom. All right, so you can see I have the lamp wire coming down, and because this is so thin, I can hide it up here underneath the soffit like this. Just tuck it right in. And bring it down in this corner. like that. Look at how nice and clean that is. Everybody's house is a little bit different, but I can take it behind the column now. And then once I get back here, I don't really have to worry about hiding it so much because it's just gonna run along the rocks. Plug her in. Good to go. All right, now this section right here, this is what we did in our last video, and you can see that my male ends up over there, and I have a bulky extension cord that I use to get down to here because right below me here, this is where our power source is. So I need to get from over there and somehow get down here close to this power source. And so, you know, in the past, yeah, I would have to use a bulky extension cord. I've got like 6-footers and stuff, but still, it's not clean. We want to stay clean. So what we're going to do is we're going to build our own custom jump cord that's going to jump us from that corner down under and get us down here to where we can use an inline female or a vampire plug to go ahead and power up this section. About 10 feet. Okay, so now we can get rid of this bulky extension cord right here. Custom length. And we'll just feed this underneath. You can see that's gonna be hidden. Nobody's gonna see that. Okay, now I got down here and I got the male plug there, but as you'll see, the one difference with these extension cords is there's no stackable. When you get the ones like at store-bought lights, they actually have male plug on the front, female on the back, so you can stack them. You don't have that here, but that's why we have these inline plugs. So this is actually a female plug, and the only difference in this and the other ones we use is it has a knockout on each side, and that is so you can find a wire here. You can see these are powered up, so I can just take this female, I can put it right in line right there, and then it has a back right there. And all I got to do is slide this on and it'll make the connection for me, and I can plug into this, and I'm plugging right into the power source of this light, or this line that's already lit up. Okay, there we go. And here we go. Boom, it works. I have made fire. Okay, now just to give you a summary of where we're at. So this is the extension cord that we just made that goes all the way down there to the power source. And it's plugged into these lights here, and it's powering these all the way around. And then this is the jump cord we just made from that corner up there and brought down here and tied in with a vampire plug or an inline female. And you can see this is dark colored. Nobody's going to see this. I mean, you could hide this even more if you really wanted to, but underneath the shadows here, nobody's going to see it. But look at how nice and clean that is. Everything is elevated out of the gutter. I got no issues. This is exactly why you do this, because everything is custom and clean and simple and classy. Okay, so here's an easy one. I got this ridge line that runs here, and you can see I've got the male right there. So I just need to get basically right over to here somewhere. So I just made this tiny little jumper, and I made this one a little longer than needed, but that's okay. So we're just gonna plug that in right there. Again, see, look at how custom this is. Pretty cool, it's kind of fun. And we'll just put our inline female, I don't know, right here, this is fine. So we'll put this on here, push it in, slide the back on, plug it in, and there we go. I have made fire. Super clean right there. So there you go. There's how you make your custom jumps and your custom extension cords. And you can see this is really what gives you the ultimate flexibility, especially when you're doing gutters and ridges. Basically what I've done here is I just power the gutters and then I tap the ridges in using the inline females. That's kind of the strategy that I'm using. So in the next video, I will have all of the roof line done and all the ridges, and we'll kind of show you what everything looks like, and then we'll start doing videos on the ground game. With that, all of this is available on the Yard Mastery and Lawn Care Nut website. So if you want to do your own custom Christmas lights this year, get them ordered now, and I'll see you on the roof.